Dude, what happened?
That didn't work.
Try it again.
Okay, that one really hurt.
How'd that feel, buddy?
Oh, not good. Not good at all.
Let me do it, bud. Okay. Here we go.
Life's like a movie. Lights, camera, action. Put your mind to it, live the life that you imagine. Life's like a movie. Lights, camera, action.
You know, Chuck, I gotta say, the thing that was the most exciting for me about this entire racing season was the fact that we decided to focus on the racing community instead of the actual racing itself. I mean, getting to meet so many amazing people this season, to me, that meant a lot. I went down to Madness on a random Tuesday or Thursday night, and there was some sort of kids class with some mini scale stuff, and I'm knelt down by the track and I'm filming some footage, and to the left of me is a row of, 10 or 15 kids, and they're just laughing and having a great time racing and battling it on the track with their friends. And to the right of me, I hear these two dads talking about the car setup and how they made it more dialed in for their kids. And it was funny because the kids didn't care. They were just having such a great time racing and battling it out with their friends.
Man, Josh, I can't believe 2022's already coming to a close. The moment that you called me up and you said to me, I want to start filming RC cars, I was in. And then we went to the track. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I've never been to this place, and then I saw all the people racing, having fun, smiles on their face, not a frown around. And let me tell you, that hit my heart, dude. It melted.
Continuing on talking about, meeting great people, I'm at the track and I meet 413 RC, and that was awesome. Here's this great guy that does some cinematic stuff and has a really cool YouTube channel because he's really trying to show how amazing the sport of RC is, and obviously I think we can relate to that. And then on top of that, I meet this other kid that's a cinematographer. He's there, he's just racing, having a good time with his dad, and like I said before, Chuck, I will never get sick of hearing a story that starts with, I got into racing because of my dad.
This whole year has been an adventure for us. I can't wait to see what next year brings, because one of my favorite things to do is pack up that truck, get the sleeping bag, and go travel to somewhere we haven't seen before. And I really do think next year we'll be doing a lot more of that, and I can't wait. Let's do it. Thumbs over. Oh, perfect. Oh, hey, Jack, check this out.
Oh. What? Hi.
Do we need these anymore?
No, not bored.
Yours weren't even plugged in.
Nope, neither were yours. What's up, guys? This is Josh from Running Scared Motion Pictures.
And this is Chuck from Running Scared Motion Pictures.
And also RSMP RC. Whoop, whoop. Well, Chuck, that just about wraps up our 2022 RC race season.
Yeah, it was a banger of a season, don't you think?
It really was, man. We got to do and experience a lot of things this year, right?
Yeah, it was an adventure. Every day we got together, man. It was something to see.
Yeah, we got to go to RC Madness in Enfield, Connecticut.
Yep, yeah, right down the street from my house. I never even knew it was there. I'm glad I discovered it with you.
Yeah, we went down to Marlow, New Hampshire for the 5th Scale Nationals.
That was awesome. Awesome trip.
That was really cool. And we went down to Fitchburg to RC Excitement, and I got to see some of the Vintage Nationals down there this year.
Yep. I didn't get to make that trip, but I'm a little jealous. You ran into the skunk boss. I'm pretty jealous about that.
He did ask. The first thing he asked me was, is Chuck coming? I'm like, no, he can't make it today. So
I know. Maybe next time.
Skunk Boss, big shout out to you, man. Thank you. You've been a huge supporter of us, and honestly, you've been a big driving force of why we've kind of kept this going. And
Yep. I even brought something to memory by. I know it's not a skunk, but there you go, buddy. Looking good, huh?
There you go.
Looking good.
Big shout out to Skunk Boss, man. If you haven't subscribed to his RC YouTube channel yet, go on and do
From
so.
the pits.
Yep. This was kind of a crazy experience for us. When I set out to do RC car content, I don't think a lot of people were very excited, but I really just felt like Running Scared Motion Pictures could bring like a new look or flair to the RC community. I grew up myself racing, and I guess I just understand that racing truly is so much more than racing. You know, it's about the community, it's about the people, it's about breaking stuff and having people help you. It's about the things that you learned from your dad on the track that day. And I really just thought that that kind of stuff was going to be a little bit more important to capture than, you know, the fast guy going fast. And I've mentioned it a million times before. For me personally, I will never get sick of hearing stories that start with, I got into racing because of my dad. Like, I want to hear what happens next. And I think that, you know, the RC community, it has something special. We spent some time down at RC Madness, which was a lot of fun. I mean, they have some really dedicated racers down there. They have some really fast guys and a tight program, but there's a good sense of community. But, you know, then we got to go down to Marlow, New Hampshire to the 5th Scale Nationals, and that was just a whole different experience for me. I mean, I really felt like we were family, like that was our community, that was kind of where we belonged in this whole endeavor that we set out to try. And, you know, it's cool because I started out making short films, horror films, really. You know, running straight motion pictures is where we started, and I wanted to do RSMP RC to kind of branch out and focus on something a little bit more consistent than just short films and things like that. And, you know, Chuck, I'm super glad that I reached out to you and had you join the team because, you know, you've been a big part of this. And to be perfectly honest, one of my favorite things when I sit down and I get to go through the footage that we shot at the end of the day, it's getting to see and hear the interviews and the way that you talk to people and the way you approach people. And, you know, every kid you talk to, you're like, you know, good luck, bud. I'm thinking of you. I'm watching you. And I feel that. And it's like, that's what I want to portray as, you know, what RSMPRC is. And you've been an invaluable asset to the team.
It comes down to, like, when I was racing bikes when I grew up, is looking up into the stands and seeing my mom and dad cheering me on. Whether I won or lost, it doesn't matter. They're always clapping for you and everything, saying good job and everything. And when we went to the track, that's what people do, is whether you win or lose, it doesn't really matter. It's about bringing the community together and the families together. And that's what I fell in love with is that, because that's how I grew up, and I think I turned out all right. I don't know, but that's what I loved about it, and I want to thank you for inviting me into this project, because it's awesome, and I can't wait to see what we do next.
RC Cars really just seemed like it was an awesome place to start. I knew that there was a sense of a racing community there, and I'm not gonna lie, plus they're cool as hell too, right? Like,
yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
You know, so I decided, like, hey, RC Cars, I think are a good place to start. And, you know, I reached out, and I guess I didn't really know what we were gonna do or what we were planning when this started, but I feel like we've done kind of a good job forming something.
Yeah, I think so.
A channel?
I think so. You know, you got a hold of me. I think everybody knows I never even touched a camera until he got a hold of me, and then we went to the RC Madness, broke a camera right away, and
just a lens. Just
a lens. But I'm learning everything, and Josh has been a good teacher, so I hope what we show you is great. You know.
Yeah, Chuck. I think what was that?
Edit.
Nope, I'm keeping it. Continue it on. Chuck, I think for me, one of the most exciting things this entire season, really, it was just to meet the great people. It was to see the fathers and sons and the fathers and daughters and the sons and mothers racing together. It was just the variety of that. And you raced a little bit back in the day, so I think you kind of understand what it feels like, you know, to get that support from the family.
The family. You hit the nail right on the head. That's what I saw in the RC community is you see the kids racing, and even if you win or lose, the parents are right there cheering you on. And even if it's the parents racing, the kids run up after the race and they give the parents the high fives and everything. It brings everybody together, and that's something special. And I hope we capture that, you know?
Yeah, and I think for me at least, you know, I get not everybody has the family element, you know, to come up and support them doing this, but I hope that RSMPRC could help, you know, kind of be that fill-in. Like, I feel like we met a lot of unbelievable people. You know, we're out there cheering for people, screaming for people. We got to learn the cars and the paint schemes over time. And, you know, it was just, it was welcoming and it was awesome. RC Madness that's the closest track to us. For you. You said it's right down the street?
Yep, about 7 miles or so, you know, and I think we touched on it before. I didn't even know that place existed, and I'm glad I found it, because it's a banger of a place, you know.
Yeah, you know, Chris runs it, and the generosity and just the amount of work that guy puts into keeping that place going the way he does, I mean, it's truly something special. I mean, there's love and care. There's just that's put into it that you don't get paid for, you know. It's like that's the blood, sweat, and tears that you don't get back.
Yep.
So
that's something he does from his heart, you know. He loves it, so he does it.
Yeah, you know, recently drag racing became kind of big, and he put in a drag strip in the back, and he's got indoor carpet, he's got outdoor turf, he's got outdoor dirt.
Yes, he does.
Indoor rock crawling, outdoor rock crawling, outdoor street, indoor street. I mean, you name it, it's kind of a one-stop fits all place.
One-stop shop.
Yeah. And then we got to experience the 5th Scale Nationals at Marlow, New Hampshire.
Yeah, buddy. Yep, that was awesome, man. Shout out to you guys up there, because we had a ton of fun up there, man. Can't wait to see you guys again.
Yeah, no, honestly, for me, the 5th Scale, like, I felt like I really fit in the most there. I mean, we showed up that first morning and they literally brought us donuts. Like they had this like awesome spot cleared out for us, and they really just made us feel like family, and we were part of it. And I mean, I think what's cool about that place is it's a track that used to be a horse pasture, and it's kind of like secluded. Like when you're there, you feel like you're almost like on your own island.
Yeah.
You know, you're with 30 other people that just like love the hobby and the sport of RC, and just they want to do it, and they want to do it with other people.
Yep. I want to bring it back to them donuts. These weren't just any. These were homemade donuts. Chef's kiss to that.
They were amazing. Absolutely amazing donuts.
And then I had an empty stomach when we showed up, so filled me right up. Thank you so much. Can't wait for more.
Yeah, no, I just feel like they bent over backwards to really, you know, help us feel like we were part of what they had going on there. Nice. So, you know, we finished a good block of work, man. We shot a lot of stuff, and I think we really tried to find our footing. We had to see what our voice was and what it looked like. And, you know, this video, we started out doing a little bit more cinematic stuff. Going forward, I certainly always want to focus on the RC community, but I also want to kind of expand. I want to show the people who we are and what we're doing, and implement a little bit more of our personality and some of our colorful language into our endeavor here.
Can't all be PG.
Yeah, you know, and Chuck, we talked a little bit about some of the future, you know, and you brought up traveling and your love for that. So talk a little bit about traveling.
Yeah, that comes from when we went to Marlow, New Hampshire. It was, I haven't been camping in a long time, and you told us, you know, they got us a nice little spot to camp out right next to the tower of the track and everything. So went down to the basement, got all my sleeping bags out and everything, got the tent ready, stuffed that in the truck and everything, and then I talked to you guys. I'm like, you guys got sleeping bags? And you're like, no. I'm like, I'm like, it might be pretty cold, dude. And like, you guys showed up with moving blankets. I'm like, all right, man, it might be pretty cold tonight, but had a time of my life up there, you know, and I can't wait till next year, because hopefully we get to go to a couple more tracks and break out that sleeping bag and the tent another time, because I had a time in my life. It's going to be an adventure next season. Yeah,
that leads us right to the last segment we have here for the podcast today, the future of RSMP RC. We want to continue doing this, but it's hard. It's a big financial commitment for us, time and effort wise. And to gain a little bit of help from that, we're going to do shirts. So we'll have the RSMP shirts here. They're going to be $25 a piece.
Yep.
We'll have an order form up there. I just basically, if we can order 11 of them at a minimum, I can put in an order. We make about $10 a shirt off that, and what we're going to do is we'll put it back into lenses or gas or travel or whatever it takes to get us back out into the RC tracks.
Yep.
We're looking for sponsorship opportunities or RC companies that want to work with us. We can shoot commercials, we can do branding, we can do a lot of that stuff.
The adventure's only begun, guys, so come aboard. Yep, we're gonna go right into RSMP RC still, but RC is Racing Community, so that will branch out to more things, dirt bikes, race cars, you name it.
Go-karts, anything. So basically, if you do any sort of racing and you are within a reasonable distance, or you talk to your guys and you can pull some traveling money for us, we want to come down. We want to shoot some motocross. We want to do some hare scrambles. We want to do some flat track.
Yeah.
We want to capture the community. We want to interview the people. We want to, you know, really show what the sport and the hobby's all about.
Yes, sir. It's going to be an adventure, so let's go.
So I think that pretty much wraps it us.
Yep.
I think that pretty much wraps it us. Oh my God, I just did it again. I think that pretty much wraps it us. So I think that pretty much wraps it up for, oh my God, dude.
I think that pretty much wraps it up for us this season.
Yeah.
Can't wait till 2023.
Guys, please help us keep this channel alive. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. We will have footage that we're going to release throughout winter, but our release schedule will slow down a bit.
Yep.
But we really hope that once the snow melts and it gets nice again, we want to come out swinging. We're going to have way more unified content that's coming out on the channel. It's going to be higher quality. It's going to look better. It's going to sound better. And again, we just want to continue to highlight and show the community and the people.
Yes. I can't wait. I can't wait, Josh.
So thanks for your help this year, Chuck.
No,
and I look forward to
pleasure.
working with you next year.
Yep. I can't wait to see everybody out there.
We are RSMP Racing Community.
Bingo.